Do that.
Good enough. This is a story. It's about a guy named Greg in Fremont. Remember slot cars growing up?
Yes.
Slot cars, one of those things, even grown men can still enjoy them and start to feel like a kid again. At least that's how I feel about them. This guy, Greg, took it a step further.
Don't get me clothes, don't get me stupid things. All I want are slot cars. It's easy. That's all I want.
Ever since Fremont's Greg Katz was 10, his Christmas lists always looked the same. Now at 37, he's parlayed an innocent slot car obsession into a gigantic love affair, and it means more to him now than ever before. You see, the battle to cross this miniature finish line takes his mind off his real-life battle.
This helps him get through the times that are tough for him, and you know, it's something that's brought us together personally.
Every day of the week, his home is open to other fellow speed freaks. For Greg, they've been a welcome diversion.
Okay, sporting code. So let's talk about a couple of infractions the last race.
A few years back, Greg started a slot car club where other rabid fanatics could come over and watch these teeny cars zoom around. Although they have fun racing on this 30-year-old childhood setup,
You think this is fun? Not.
they prefer to play in Greg's back room on the world's largest permanent indoor track.
It's good fun and nobody gets hurt. Hard to pull a hamstring over here. I walked in here, saw this track, had to scrape my jaw up off the floor.
Before Greg and two master modeler pals could bring this 178-foot, 2-scale mile dream track to life, he had to go to the authorities.
First, I had to go to the city and say, how big of a room can I add to my house?
This 40-foot-long add-on reduced his yard to a patch of grass.
I don't need an outside yard. I have this.
And it set him back tens of thousands of dollars.
And this would be an awesome view. These people have killer seats right there. And then we got the nice porta potties for their access. And yes, no one can drink that. That's permanent scenery. And of course, Mercedes paid big bucks to get their sponsorship on there.
Every inch of the track was designed from scratch, mirroring some of the country's famous racetracks. It's a fantasy wonderland for these kids in grown-up bodies.
Go! 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 Here comes Speed Racer. He's a demon on wheels.
So without the members of the club, I don't have a dream.
For it's this childhood dream track and the camaraderie of his friends that share in it that is helping Greg to get through the toughest chapter of his life.
I have a brain tumor that turned out to be cancer. And so the track and the club is just a huge thing for me because I have a club to run and we're having way too much fun to let that slow us down.
His brother Nate says Greg even schedules his chemo around weekly races.
It makes him feel good. It's something that he can enjoy and something that, you know, his life surrounds slot cars. That's what slot cars are ever since he was a kid. And this is just a dream come true.
This track has allowed men to be boys again. And for Greg, this track has been his best medicine.
My club is so awesome.
You know, I think that clock is about 3 hours slow, Baloo. I know this for sure. Greg loves his slot cars, and visitors are always welcome. If you have a predilection for that kind of racing, by all means, log on to the website, invite yourself over. Greg's never said no to a visitor.